Good morning. I'm feeling really great this morning. I'm sitting outside for like the first time probably in a month because it's been so hot here in Charleston and it's just been crazy weather and you don't want to be outside. But today I think it's like 80 something instead of 90 something, so I'm sitting outside and it's much better to be outside. I'm drinking my tea. I have my little owl mug. It's not really mine, but it's one of my roommates. And I just felt like I'm on this high from this workshop that I led last night. So many amazing women joined me, and I wanted to share a little bit of the magic that happened there with you, so you can really tune into that. And then I just have a couple things that have come up that I really want to share that I felt like would be great for a Monday and to really inspire you, motivate you for the week ahead. I don't know if you can hear in this video, but there are cicadas, I think, making like this noise in the background, which is kind of like meditative and beautiful. But yeah, so last night I hosted the first in a series of 4 of the Sexy Soulful Sisterhood workshops at Urban Flow Yoga in Charleston, and it was amazing. We had so many women come. It was so great. Our capacity was 12. I think we had 11 of us total. It was so perfect. I loved it. Thank you to everyone who came, and thank you to Meg at Urban Flow for hosting and being able to, or sharing your space with me and all the other ladies. So it was this beautiful, like, sacred ceremony, ritual, circle, full moon honoring, really getting clear on our desires, our fears, letting go of the things that don't serve us, calling in the things that we want more of. And I found this quote, which I found it this morning really randomly, and so I knew I had to share it. And it was, "Life will give you whatever experience is most helpful for the evolution of your consciousness. How do you know this is the experience you need? Because this is the experience you're having at the moment." And that's by Eckhart Tolle. And I love that because it just demonstrates this concept that I've really been harping on lately with all my clients and in workshops and just on social media and everything in my own life, that our responsibility here as women in the world and as people in general is really just to show up fully to what life is presenting us with and dance with it. And I love that image because dancing with something and allowing it to lead you, if you were to envision life as your dance partner, your allies, right? It's not like life is dishing out something that you can't handle or that it's not there to support you all the time. And so I'd love for you to try on this week. What if you were to view life as your dance partner and really let it lead you and allow yourself to surrender and trust that life has got you, and notice that the rhythm and the cadence might change of the way that life is dancing with you. Maybe it's a salsa dance one day and a waltz the next, and maybe it's a wild, crazy, just moving to the beat of the drum kind of sacred dance another day, and maybe some days it's just a slow, hip circle. So just noticing that what would happen if you were to view life as your dance partner here, and knowing that you don't have to do it alone, that there's nothing you have to force to happen. It's going to happen exactly the way it's supposed to, and to trust in the divine timing, trust in the perfection of what's being presented to you. And I wanted to share a little bit about really just this week, moving forward this week, noticing that there is magic in every day. There's bugs flying around here, sorry. But noticing the magic that's present in every day, and that's part of it, right? Is really viewing life as your dance partner, seeing that everything is actually divinely and perfectly orchestrated for you in this moment, and you're getting exactly what you need, even if it seems chaotic. Because sometimes it's so necessary for us to experience that chaos, to shake things up so that things can shift around and reorder in a way that actually fits us better, in a way that actually serves us, in a way that actually feels really good, and that our intentions can be manifested in our life. But without that reordering, without that shifting, without that seeming chaos, it doesn't seem that way all the time. So let's see, I have some notes here because I didn't want to miss anything with you this morning. So even though there might be some murkiness, if you find that things are shifting, which you might, because this month is big transformation month, lots of creation and destruction, lots of newness, lots of ending old things, beginning new things, you might notice a lot of chaos. And so I just want to remind you that that's necessary, and to embrace that and to love that, because that's what's happening, is that it's shifting around to make it a better fit for you. Whatever it is that's feeling stuck or stagnant in your life, it's just shifting around. And you need that chaos. It's like a snow globe, right? You shake it upside down, it goes crazy, you don't see how the pieces are going to fall, but then they do, and they're beautiful. And let's see. So yeah, so everyday magic. Last night at the workshop, I didn't know how many women were going to come. I think we had 6 signed up plus me and Meg, so what's that? 8 of us total. And I figured like a couple people might be coming. There were a couple on the fence. A few of my friends were like, I'm coming, but they hadn't bought their ticket yet. And then I figured there might be a couple more people who would just decide to stay after yoga class or something. That there might be a couple odd people coming in that weren't accounted for. So I made flower crowns as like a little surprise for last night, and it was so fun to make them, first of all, but I was like, I don't know how many to make, so my intention was 12 people would show up, including myself, and so I made 12 flower crowns, but I forgot how many I had made, and so during this circle we were passing them around, and each sister was placing it on the next sister as she set her intention, which was really beautiful. And as she lit the candle, so that, you know, anything that she's releasing can be purified and burned away by the fire, and then anything she's calling in, sort of that like higher chakra consciousness, and the flower crown, new life as a symbol. So so we were passing them around, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if we're gonna have enough. I was really nervous because a lot of women had showed up last minute, and I was so excited that they were there, but I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm prepared. So we had exactly enough. We had 1 extra actually, and it was so cool. And then we did this ceremony at the end where we tied, here I'll show you, these bracelets around our wrists, and really made a blessing for everyone in the group, but also for everyone in our global community at large, you know, everyone in the world. What would we like to contribute or give or bless the collective with? And I was like, I didn't know how much ribbon was on this string of ribbon that I bought earlier yesterday, and so we were passing it around and wrapping it around our wrists, and we got to the end, and it was the perfect amount of ribbon. It was the exact amount we needed to be able to wrap it around everyone's wrists a couple times and then tie it off. So it was so perfect, and it was so amazing. What a beautiful reminder that everything actually is perfect. Like everything, even when it seems like it's not, it's actually amazingly perfect for us. And we just know sometimes, we just know the right thing to choose, or we can trust ourselves to know that. We can trust ourselves and trust life to know that we're always provided for. We always have everything we need. And that overwhelm is really just the mistaken belief that we don't already have everything we need, which we do, because we have everything we need inside of us already. We have all the power we need. We have all the inspiration we need. We have all the intuition we need. We have all the wisdom we need. It's just about uncovering and reawakening that, and really getting in touch with ourselves to know that we do, and to be able to trust that, and to be able to build the evidence for ourselves that we do have all of that and more, and that we can do and handle anything that comes our way with grace and strength and beauty and flow and ease, and just feel the way we want to feel all the time. So just wanted to share that this morning with you ladies, or men too. And oh, I also wanted to pull a goddess card. I pulled a goddess card. I wanted to read it to you. So I pulled Arakura this morning, which is this card. It's blossoming. And so her message for us this morning is, you are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. In many ways, you are like a flower bud who is ripe and ready to open and grow. Don't try to rush this process as a part of your beautiful path. Enjoy learning new knowledge and skills. Take Take your time to gather new ideas. Nurture your body with plenty of fresh air, sunshine, water, and healthful food. Soon enough, you'll get the unmistakable sign that it's time to put your learning into action. Spend time among flowers or work with flower essences and oils to support your growth process. So various meanings of this card are slow down, have patience, get involved with gardening, use aromatherapy and or flower essences, and keep the faith. So perfectly aligned with what I was just talking about, with the perfect unfolding, and that you have everything you need. Just like a flower, right? A blossoming flower, it has everything it needs. All it needs outside of itself is just resources like food and or water and sunshine and all of that, which we can totally nourish ourselves with the things that we need to be able to blossom, to be able to feel the way we want to feel, to be able to feel as successful as possible in whatever definition you carry of success for yourself. So yeah, have a beautiful week. I hope this was helpful and inspiring and motivating, and I hope that you're looking forward to an amazing week ahead with lots of adventures and fun and joy and play and spaciousness and beauty and all good things. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments below this video if you're watching or if you've just tuned in after. I'd just love to hear, what are you celebrating? What's the magic that's happening for you? And where are you noticing either chaos or things shifting, or that everything is actually falling into place perfectly? And I just want to remind us too, before we close, that, you know, what we get, what we focus on. So what we focus on, we create. And if we're putting our focus constantly on the things that aren't working and telling ourselves that they're not working, we're going to get more things that aren't working. So let's do our best this week to focus on the magic and the amazingness and the perfection of life and what it's presenting us with, and be able to share that and celebrate together in the comments below, and just really support each other, men and women, everybody. You know, we're all one, we're all a global community. So I can't wait to hear from you, and thank you for tuning in. I love you. Have a beautiful week. Bye.